Hi ladies, hi gents. I want to share a video with you today, and it's a flower tutorial. Lots of you ask me for flower tutorials. I do have a few, and they are linked in the last video I put up, and I will again link them below this video, the ones that I have already done. So this flower tutorial is a little bit different. It doesn't involve sewing or gluing to make the flower. However, if you want to put a centerpiece in, you know, like a button for a centerpiece, then obviously you would either have to sew or glue that in. Actually, making the actual flower doesn't involve any gluing or any sewing. And you're going to think all of you are going to think I'm bonkers. So let me tell you, I'm going to show you two of the ones that I like the best first before I do the tutorial, and then I'll show you some others afterwards, because I tried it with different fabrics and different weights of fabrics, and I believe that the lighter the fabric, the better this tutorial works. And for the ones that I'm going to do today, I'm using a 4-inch circle. This was actually a mug. I think it was this mug, yeah. So I drew around my mug to cut my circle. So it's 4 inches. Right, so let me show you the flowers. Okay, these two are my favourites, and I haven't put centres in them as yet because I wanted you to see them without. So these are the flowers. This one I did actually use two sizes of circle. I used a 5-inch circle and a 4-inch circle, and this one is just 4 inches. So there's not much difference really. So there's no glue and no sewing to make these. Okay. So I'm going to make one of the floral ones first. So this is like a stretchy lace fabric that has a floral print on it. It's very lightweight. I just found this in my local fabric shop. So for this one you can use as many layers as you want. The more layers the harder it is. So I think I'm going to do, I'll do 5 layers and see how that works. 5, yeah, I'll do 5. So I've got my 5 circles on top of each other, and you want your fabric, the pattern facing up towards you, because the back of this obviously doesn't have the same pattern. Yeah. Let me just grab another one to show you against it. You'll see it's more faded on the back. So okay, so the 5 circles layered up. Then what you need is a button. I'm gonna go, you can try it with different sizes. Well, that's what I've been doing. So you're going to place a button in the centre. Let me zoom in a bit. So I've got 5 layers, a button in the centre. Also, what you're then going to need, and don't laugh, you know these loom bands that all the kids have been doing? Well, I had a couple of packs sat in my drawer that were for my cousin's little girl, but they'd already sort of grown out the phase, so they'd been sat in there for quite a few months, and I thought, what can I do with those? And you can get these really cheap at the moment because most of the craze has passed. So I think you can get them like 2 packs for £1. So they're the loom bands. So what I did is I took one of the loom bands. Okay, so that's all you need is a loom band, a button, and your fabric. Okay? So I just roughly place, I'll just come out a little bit. Okay, I roughly place the button in the centre and then lift up all the sides, so you'll just see the button at the bottom, and you've guessed it, I'm going to tie the loom band round the button. So it gathers the fabric all up on top, and then all you do is give it a little shake out, and there you go, you've got a flower. That's it. And you can, you know, play with the fabric a bit and get it, you know, the layers how you want it on top. There you go. That's it. It's so simple. I think that's it. I'll just centre it a bit. So that's the back of it, and that's the front. And then, you know, if you want to put like a doily centre in, you can. If not, just, you know, pop your button in and you've got a flower. I don't think I've got the centre on that one, have I? Yeah, I have. There you go. And that is it. So I'm going to do it again, but with choose a button. I might go for a big button this time, see how it works. I've done it with a few different sizes. Let's try that one. So this time I'm going to use cotton scrim, which is like cheesecloth, but looser, a lot looser. So this one I'll probably do maybe 6, 5, 6, and I've been playing around with these a lot. Let me see how big. Yeah. So I get my loom band. I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking she's crackers. Yep. How did I come up with this? Sitting on the sofa playing around with fabric and these loom bands. So the bigger the button, the smaller your flower will be on top. And you just have to, because obviously it will pull the fabric in more. And I love this fabric because obviously it's really shabby. So there you go. Shabby flower. And you just pull it around till you're happy with the way it's sitting. So that one's made it look quite small, the actual flower. But if I do the same one with a smaller button, not too small, I'll show you the difference. So again, I'll do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop the button in the centre. Get my loom band. And then, now what I haven't done is I haven't tested the loom bands with glue, which I'm going to do, because obviously if I put a centre in, if I use hot glue, then I risk the band snapping. So I'm going to try it with hot glue on one, and then I'm also going to, obviously I'd use maybe fabric glue or a different glue if the bands would snap with the hot glue. So just bear that in mind. Could have probably done with a few more layers in there, but just play around with your layers until you're happy with it. And there I've got a shabby flower. They are so simple and so easy to do. I'm going to try, I've got some squares of scrim that I'm going to try it with actually. I haven't done one with squares, so I'm going to try that. I want to do a few more layers there, and I'm going to put these at angles 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 8 on this. 7, 8. Pop my button in, grab a loom band. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Oh yes, lots of frayed edges and oh yeah. I might have to do more with squares. I really like that. Yeah. It is just so shabby and yummy. And look, how many have I made? 4 in a few minutes. That's how easy it is. Like I say, it definitely works better with a lightweight fabric. Obviously I used a lot more layers in this one. I could do another one of those. Should I do another one of those? Yeah, let me do another one of those before I show you the others. One. And I think I used 2 different sizes on that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I use on that one? 4, 6. I'll do 6. And I'll use a smaller button because I used quite a large one on that one. And the great thing is, if you make a mistake, you just take the loom band off and start again. You know, if you don't feel that it's quite centre or something, just undo the loom band. And that's it. So that's the back. And then, there we go. I think actually this one does actually look better with the 2 different size layers, but I do still love the way it looks with just the one. So that's 5 in a few minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is the different fabrics I tried it in. Like I say, I think it worked best with those light fabrics. So I did try it with some flat lace, you know, like lace fabric, and this is how it turned out. So it's not that I don't like it, it's just, you know me, I quite like shabbiness. It's not as puffy, if you know what I mean. It's still really pretty, and once it's got, you know, a centre, there's my button, you know, it's still a lovely flower, but I think the lace was too heavy. I used a heavy cotton, and obviously you would have to, it stays standing up like this, so you would have to put quite a large centre in it to hold the petals down. So that's how it looks in a heavy cotton, and that was just 4 layers of 2 different sizes. So the 2 5-inch and 2 4-inch. But you know, if you had quite a big centre on it, it would hold the fabric down. So it does still work with the heavier fabrics, but you know, you would need a bit more weight on the flower centre. I tried it in satin, and I do like this. Again though, you would need a centre that is going to hold the petals down. That's how it looks in the satin. And then, you know, I have a thicker grade cheesecloth, and I do quite like how it looks in this as well. This one I frayed the edges, so that's a thicker grade cheesecloth, and that's only, I think it's 4 layers or 6, actually that's 6, that one, in the 2 different size circles. And then I did one without fraying the edges in the cheesecloth, just so you could see. So again, I do like it, and once you've layered up your centres, or whatever you want to put in the centre, and added your button, there are beautiful flowers. But my preference is shabbiness, so which is this and this one. But they are so easy to do, and I really hope you think so as well, because honestly, I mean, I've had so much fun making these. I mean, I've just made 5. I mean, I've got a load of circles cut ready, but that's probably the most time consuming part, is cutting the circles. And I've absolutely had a blast making them. So if you've got any of these loom bands and some buttons, then you can make these really easily. If you haven't got buttons, you could always use, you know, little discs of stiff card. I don't know if it would hold the same as the buttons, but I would certainly try it. And you can get tiny hair bands like this that you could try. But these are so cheap at the moment that it would be worth just getting some of these and trying it. I'm sure you're all going to tell me that I'm absolutely bonkers, but what a quick way to make flowers, and I really hope some of you will try it, because I've had so much fun making these. So much fun. I think this square one is my favourite now. I absolutely love that. I think I'll be making more square ones as well. And you know, with the buttons, you've got a good base to glue them onto your projects, or you know, onto whatever you're going to put them onto. So let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll be back soon with another project. Bye for now.